What's going on, y'all? Outlaw here, and welcome back to the channel for another video on Wreckfest. Today we will be doing episode 19 of Racing with Random Tunes. If you're unfamiliar with this series, I shall give you the short rundown on how this is going to go. So, on my phone, I have a random number generator, which I got on Google, and it is going to generate 4 random numbers between 1 through 5. And whatever the numbers say from left to right, that is what my tune is going to be from top to bottom. So, for example, up here on suspension, all the way to the right, where it is currently, is known as 5. And then all the way to the left, on soft, is known as 1. And then it goes 2, 3, and then 4. So, to give an example, this tune is a 5551. And the car that I decided to use for this episode is going to be the TriStar. I would say this car isn't too bad in general, I would say, in C class at least. I've never tried it in any other class other than C, but this should make for a pretty good car to use for random tunes, I'd say. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and generate our first tune and see what we're starting with here. Alright, to start us off, we got a 3134. So we're going to have standard suspension, and we're going to have the shortest gears, we're going to have a limited diff, and we're going to have semi front brakes. Okay, well, I don't know how to feel about this one, because I know, like, this is only a 5-gear car, and I have the gears maxed out even in C class, so this thing has some fairly short gears, so this thing's definitely going to be topping out pretty easily. And with the standard suspension, like, it drops the cornering so much. Well, I guess not that much, but I mean, yeah, it's still gonna feel pretty bad. At least we don't have an open diff. Not yet, at least. I guarantee you it's coming at least once in this episode. But let's go ahead and get on the track and let's see how we do. First up, we got Northland, and actually, I wasn't even paying attention to which version this is, but we're on the normal version, I think. Oh, whoops. Actually, no, I think this is the reverse version. Goddamn, I really gotta pay attention. And just like that, we're already topped out. Am I on the wrong camera? Oh, I was. Okay. Yeah, this thing only has 5 gears. Okay, so this is the outer route, looks like. Well, yep, we're going to have no straight line speed whatsoever, but, you know, maybe I will use this camera, actually. But we'll just do the best we can with whatever straight line speed we got. Yeah, top it out at a whopping 80 miles an hour here. I mean, I guess on this track it's not that bad. Could be worse, I guess. Whoop, I did not mean to go down that many gears, but I guess it kind of worked. Oh, went in the draw. That kind of messed up there a little bit. And there we go, top it on at 84 actually. Here comes Razor. And then we got Frank's helmet behind me as well. I'm sorry, boys, I can't go any faster. Not with this tune. I wish I could go faster, but I can't. Almost went in the wrong gear again. It kind of compromised my line. Well, not almost. I did go in the wrong gear. Damn. First in last week's video, I ended up having shifting issues, and now I can't even grab the freaking gear. Or actually, no, was it last week's video or the week after or the week before? I can't remember, honestly. Jeez, that's that. I can't remember what I did in my own videos. But anyway, we're trying to hold on to 4th, but we're probably going to lose it most likely here to Frank. Yeah, we're definitely going to lose it down the front straighter right here, just because we ain't got the top end. And goodbye. Yeah, we got 4 more laps of this. There we go. A much better entry to the corner that time around. See if we can follow suit with the next big braking zone up here. See, for most of these corners, the trick is to try to, like, get the car turned in, like, beforehand. Like, like you'll notice sometimes when I get to the end of the straightaway, like I'll turn the opposite way and then I'll whip the car into the corner. That's how I usually try to initiate the cars into the corner when I use the wheel. It just works the best, honestly. Just turn the opposite way like this, and then you just whip the car in, and then it pitches the car in well. But it doesn't work if you don't do it right, like that. But that's usually the way I do it, and that's just probably the best way to initiate into the corners on the wheel. On controller, you can just slam the brake and just fully lock the stick to whichever direction, and you'll be fine. But on the wheel, you can't quite do that. Not always, at least. It also depends on what car you're driving, I guess. Some cars react better to having rear brakes than others. And yep, somehow we're still in front of Frank. I actually wasn't even paying attention because I was rambling. I didn't even see what happened to him, because he was definitely in front of us before, I think. Oh, big rip. Oh. Yeah, we got a peg gap here. Is that for position? That is for position. The peg is for position. Now, I don't know if we're gonna catch him or not. I doubt it, but I mean, unless they're not that good of a driver. But we'll find out. We got a couple laps still, so we'll see what happens here. Yeah, we got Matthews behind me now. Yeah, Frank really ate it hard on that last lap. Yeah, well, so let's see. Matthews is 3 seconds behind me now, so we'll see if he catches me up for the end here. He's already caught up about 1.5 seconds, or at least a second. Still got 1 lap left, so we'll see if he catches up and passes me for 4th. But I should be guaranteed a top 5 at least, because I don't see anybody behind him. So we should be at least guaranteed a top 5. But we'll see if we can somehow hold on to this 4th place here. Yeah, it sounds like he's driving a Super Venom. Yep, he is. Now, this is where I could possibly lose it unless I can, like, keep my speed up through the corners here. Or at least try to. You know, I just remember, I actually have, this car has semi-front brakes, but for some reason, it's actually not doing too bad with the front brakes. Like, I'm able to turn it in like it's on rear brakes. I actually completely forgot about the front brakes. But it feels fine. Like, I can pitch it in just fine, actually. All right, can we beat him to the line? Come on, go, 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 go. Just get to the line, get to the line. Yes, we're gonna get 4th. All right. Yeah, I completely neglected the fact that I have front brakes there, and I didn't even register the fact that it was turning well with front brakes. Wow, okay. I actually was not expecting that. But anyway, not a bad first run. Yeah, that tune wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. We got 4th, and yeah, we were obviously a good ways up the fastest lap, but that wasn't a bad first run. The random gods let us off pretty easy on that one. All right, back in the pits for the first time in the video. Let's go ahead and generate our second tune. All right, so now we got a 1-1-3-2. So now we're going to have soft suspension. We're still going to have our short gears. We're still going to have our limited diff, but now we're going to have our brakes more towards the rear. And well, considering the fact that even the front brakes didn't do too bad, then obviously the rear brakes are going to be way better. But the only downside now is now we have soft suspension, which is going to hurt our cornering even more. But other than that, this tune shouldn't feel too much different compared to the one we just had. So we'll see how it plays out here. Next up, we got Furwood Rally. I was about to say reverse, but no, this is not the reverse version. This is the normal layout. Come on, wheel, kick in. There we go. Alright, round the hairpin for the first time. Alright, well, thankfully this straightaway isn't too long, so we don't have to worry about topping up for too long, and someone's gonna, oh crap. Come on, get her going, get her going. Oh god, this thing feels horrible going into this corner with this gear setup. Oh god. Well, a little bit of a setback, but we'll see if we can rebound a little bit for the end. Let's see, can I take this corner in fifth? Yep, looks like we can. All right. Get around this super venom. All right. So yep, now it's just a matter of seeing if we can possibly make up any places before the end with this janked up tune. Okay, that just feels so awkward because of the low speed and having to downshift through there. Like I just can't pitch the car in the way I want to. Yeah, fifth gear is kind of long for this corner, but fourth will definitely be too short, so. And excuse me, coming through. Oh, don't put me in the wall. Okay. Okay, so leaving in fourth up to that corner is not worth it because it just tops out so easily. Alright, can we hold him off at least until we get to the corner? Or, nah, he's going to outdrag us to the corner. Can I get him in the corner though? Yep, looks like we can. So, yeah, we may not have the best straight line speed, but at least we can corner somewhat. Well, not really, but... We're currently in a battle for 6th place against this war wagon. I'm not gonna lie, I almost called it a war digger. Alright, let's try this again here. I just can't pitch the car the way I want. It might be because of the more open dip as well. Like if the car won't turn in the way I want. Like I'm trying to pitch the car in and then downshift like once it's like in the corner, but it won't turn in the way I want it to. Well, we're now in a very, very lonely 6th place. And I doubt we're going to catch anybody up in front unless somebody gets taken out or something. But we'll see what happens. We got Frank in front of us who had that unfortunate moment in the previous race. Now, I want to see if I can get that corner down. So we'll try to get on this lap here. So using a little bit of handbrake. Okay, that was a little bit better, but I just need to use the handbrake a little bit sooner next time. And right as that happened, Frank actually had another unfortunate moment, and we got past him again. But for how long? I don't know. We still got a whole lap to go. So we'll see if we can keep him behind on this last lap. Yeah, he's only a couple seconds behind me, and he'll definitely gain that time on the straightaways. And what the heck, my windshield just decided to, well, it didn't shatter, but it made a noise like if the glass broke. And now all of a sudden we're lapping this guy. I guess he just gave up and now he's just taking everybody out, or at least trying to. Whether he succeeds or not, I have no idea, but that's not for me to worry about. Alright, let's try this again here. Oh, okay, we whipped it a little too hard, but that's alright. That works at least. And Damn, yeah, I guess Frank must have got hit by that guy because he's miles behind me now. And Plex Proof is going to take the win. And we are going to go ahead and cross the line with yet another top 5. 2 races, and we're going to get 2 top 5s. Nice. Yeah, in these races where both of these tunes were kind of ass, mainly because of the gearing, but yeah, we still didn't get too bad of a result. And we actually, well, we were a little bit closer to the fastest lap that time, but obviously we're not going to be getting no fastest laps in this. I mean, unless I get a somewhat normal tune, but we ain't getting no fastest lap with jacked up tunes like this. All right, back in the pits again. Let's go ahead and generate our next tune and see what we get. Okay, so now we got a 5.425. All right, now we're gonna have stiff suspension. We're finally getting off the short gears, and not my normal gear setup, but we'll see how it does anyway. Then we're gonna have a more open diff, not fully, but still more open. And now we're gonna have full front brakes. Okay, well, this will be interesting, considering that the car still pitched in somewhat well in the race where I had brakes more to the front. Then maybe this won't be that bad. But the more open diff is probably what's going to kill me the most in this one. But we'll wait and see what happens here. Next up, we got Deathloop. We'll see how this tune plays out for us here. Okay, this guy's going to try to turn me, but he's going to fail though. Oh, shoot! I don't want to turn you. Okay. Oh my god, what in the world am I doing? Just about managed to get it sorted out there. As we hit onto the loop for the first time. Don't go off the jump. Don't really want to. I braked a little bit too early for that corner, but that's alright. Oh, there we go again, going in neutral. When, man, that corner is not easy to get set up for, especially coming right off that jump. Okay, the rating's just going to come barreling in without any sense of trying to make the corner. Alright, well, we're in the top 5 again, so at least we're having consistent runs in terms of position. Okay, these front brakes are not doing too hot in this one. Well, I think because since this is the asphalt track, this open diff that I got, it's not fully open, but this somewhat open diff I got isn't hurting me too badly. It's mainly only on dirt where the more open diff really hurts you, because it just doesn't like loose surfaces very much. But you can get away with it on asphalt, and there's no dirt on this track, so kind of lucked out a little bit with this one. Okay, come on, get her going, get in gear, come on, go. Yeah, if only I had brakes more to the rear, this tune wouldn't have been the worst. But we gotta just accept what we get here. But at least we don't have to deal with short gears this time, so we don't have to worry about topping out. Oh God. Okay, we're gonna get killed on loop. All right. Well, I guess we'll just go right here. I mean, I lost enough time to where it's almost like I took the loop. So, oh well. And hey, look at that. Even that, we're going to get another top 5, and this guy's just going to give me 4th right at the end. All right. Well, sweet. Another top 5. And yeah. Yeah, the open diff didn't hurt me that bad because it was an asphalt track, but those front brakes is what was killing me the most in that one, after all. It wasn't the diff. All right. In the pit area again, let's go ahead and generate our 4th tune. Yeah, our 4th tune. Alright, so now we got 3322. But we're going to have standard suspension, standard gears now. And we're going to stick with our open diff. And we're going to have our gears to the rear. Gears to the rear. Okay. Well, we're back on a dirt track. So this open diff is definitely going to hurt us this time. But, yeah, other than that, I don't know how this tune's going to do. Like I said, at least we don't have short gears in this one. So these gears should be just long enough to make it down these straightaways, but we'll see what happens. Next up, we got Northland Outer Route Reverse. And the first one was actually Inner Route, but obviously I already corrected it in the editing. But yeah, the first one we did was actually the Inner Route, and this one is the Outer Route. So instead of going right up here, we're gonna make a left and head down the hill. Oh. This corner is always tricky. Going this way. Now I can already feel this open diff not helping me out very much here. At least we got rear brakes this time. Okay, I need to use 3rd for this corner. Alright, let's see if we can keep up with Razor and Plex Proof here. With this mangled open diff. Alright, another 6-lap race on Northland. Let's see if we can keep up with these guys this time. No, I probably won't shift down this time. Let's see what happens. Yeah. 5th gear is just good enough. Alright. Come on, turn please. It's fine on the asphalt, but then as soon as we hit the dirt, it just won't turn. I mean, we're somewhat staying with them, but they're definitely gaining time on us. So unless they get taken out by a backmarker or something, or they start making mistakes, we might not beat them here. And now we got Matthews hunting me down behind as well. Oh, no. Ah, damn it. I went into that way wrong. Ah, darn it. Well, never mind. Yep. Well, we're back in 6th again, but hey, you know, if we can catch up to Frank up here, we can keep our consistent run up top 5s going, at least. Yeah, well, we still got half the race, and we got a chance to make two places back at least. All right, now let's just not do what we did last time and flip the car over. There, I had to shift down there, otherwise the car was just going to bog out. Now you stay away. Now don't you turn me. Now you son of a bitch. Oh, ouch. Yeah, I think I did break a little too much there. But at the same time, I was also focused on getting the car downshifted. It's a lot more to think about when you're using a wheel and H-pattern shifter. Okay, I don't know what this guy's doing. This guy's been driving slow the past couple of races, actually. Don't know why he's going slow on purpose like this, but, I mean, oh well. Free position for me. There we go. Beautifully through that corner. And jab the brake just a little bit just to get it turned in. Yeah, we're in a big fight over this top 5 now. Oh, whoops. It's alright, he's fine. Alright, we got one left to go, and the battle is on for 4th. This is going to be a wild last lap here. Oh, Spalding's going to hit the wall a little bit. See if we can nail this corner here. Not as perfect as I could have, but that wasn't the worst at least. Ooh, these guys are hounding my butt right now. Ooh, come on. Hang on to her. I don't care if I don't get 4th. If I can at least get top 5, I'll be happy. All right, last corner. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, it's going to be close. It's going to be a drag race. Come on, can we get it? Can we get top 5? I don't think we did. Oh no, we did. Yes, let's go. I was watching the position counter at the top. I didn't see it change, but it looks like we just got it by 0.003 of a second. Okay, the consistent run of top 5s continues. Hell yeah! And that was what, 4 races so far? We got 2 races left. Let's see if we can keep it up here. All right, back in the pits again. Time to get our next tune. What we getting here? All right, now we got a 3-2-2-1. Now, some of these tunes are being fairly similar in this one. So we're going to stick to our standard suspension. We're going to have, oh, nope, wrong one. We're going to have our gears set a little bit shorter. We're going to keep our semi-open diff. And now our brakes are going to be fully to the rear. All right. Well, I do have my random number generator set up properly for proper randomness. But, I mean, honestly, like, a lot of these tunes so far have been fairly similar. But, I mean, hey, you know, sometimes it happens. You know, that's just the way it goes. But, anyway. We'll see what happens in this next race. Next up, we got Pine Hills Rally Circuit. We had Furwood Rally earlier, now we got Pine Hills Rally. We got short gears again, but they're not fully short gears, so we'll see how they hold up on this track. We shouldn't top out fully, at least on this one. All right, up the hill towards the hairpin. Well, it's not really a hairpin. I'd say it's more of a loop section, but And now we're coming up to the corner that I don't like the most, at least not going this way. I don't mind it as much going the other way, but I don't like it very much going this way. Perhaps maybe I could have used 4 through there. We'll try it next lap perhaps, but... Alright, 1 lap down. And looks like we're going to have just about enough gearing to get to the end of the straightaway. Now we got Matthews behind me, and I don't know if Frank's in this battle or not, but... Oh, okay, this guy's just gonna slow down, pull over for some reason. Okay. No, I slowed down too much. I slowed down too much too early that time. I overestimated how much the car was going to go flying over that hill. Now Matthews has got a bit of a run on me here. I'm not going to downshift this time, because I don't think I have to. Oh, Frankie's actually in front of us. Oh, okay. He changed his car, so kind of threw me off a little bit there. So we're still in the battle for the lead, but it's not going to be easy. If we had a bit more of a normal tune, this wouldn't be as hard of a fight, but you know, with all things considered. Alright, now let's not brake too early for this turn this time. There we go, as we shoot around Frank for second. And now we just gotta negotiate Matthews if we can. Can we possibly win this one? I don't know. We still got the whole second half of the race, so we'll see if we can keep up with Matthews, but he's been getting the fastest lap in the previous few races, so it's not gonna be easy. Probably at this point, the only way I'm going to beat Matthews is if he gets taken out by somebody going backwards or something. Because, yeah, he's just going to run away with it now. I mean, hey, I'll happily take second. Alright, 2 laps to go. At this point, I just need to focus on defending from the guys behind me. We got Frank and Plex behind me. So I'll just have to focus on defending against them. Ooh, that was a very good transition into that corner. Yeah, it looks like we're edging out the gap behind. So as long as I can keep this pace up, we should be able to get second at least, at the bare minimum. Coming up on 1 lap to go here. Oh my god! Before I was braking too early, now I'm braking too late every time. I'm so inconsistent through this corner, going this direction. Alright, last lap. Let's bring this second place home. Alright, we got a nice transition last time. Let's see if we can do it again. Wasn't quite as good that time. That's going to allow Plex to close in on me a little bit. Alright, let's just try to get through this last quarter in somewhat of a decent fashion to try to keep this second place. There we go, that was much better that time. Alright, Matthews takes the win. And we're going to do enough to hold on second. Alright. Yeah, another good run. And hey, another top 5. And yeah, the guys behind were definitely quicker than me as well. And of course, Matthew gets the fastest lap again, looks like, with a 105.4. That's a pretty good lap around here. Well, we got one race left. Let's see what we get. Alright, in the pit area for the final time of the video. Let's go ahead and get our final tune. Hopefully we can get something a little more randomized this time. Okay, now we got a 4-1-2-4. Okay. So now we're going to have semi-stiff suspension. Back to our shortest gears. We're going to stick to our open diff, semi-open diff yet again. And now we're back to the semi-front brakes that we had in the first race. So, yeah, a lot of these tunes have been, almost all these tunes have been like within the same number range, I think this time. But yeah, well, we'll go ahead and we'll see what happens in this final race here. For the finale, we got Dry Town Desert Reverse. These short gears might not be too bad on this small track, but we'll see how it plays out. But now we got an almost fully open diff on an almost full dirt track, which really isn't going to be ideal. And of course we got this corner that I don't like even on controller. Well, the goal for this last race is just to see if I can continue my streak of top 5s. That'll be the goal. And right now we're in 5th. But we got a lot of people to fight with. Yeah, the 4th gear definitely doesn't make it to that corner, but it's not worth shifting up to 5th for like not even a second. Okay, well, I feel like this is where the streak might get broken. Now, come on, let me reset. Yeah, I think this is where the top 5 streak might get broken here, unless we can make a miraculous comeback. Now we're all the way down in 11th after that, and these laps go by quick. This corner is a menace. Man, I swear, those rocks over there were so easily avoidable. All I had to do was just not hit those. That's another TriStar behind me. Fuck it, I'll try shifting to 5th one time. Yeah, see, it's really not worth it, honestly. You don't even gain that much speed. Excuse me. Oh, watch out for the tires on the inside. Oh, shit. Whew, that was close. Almost messed that up. Damn it. Well, we are now officially in dead last because the guy who is actually in dead last is dead. Well, at least we were able to get a top 5 for about 90% of the races at least, but unfortunately our luck ran out in this one. But that's okay. That's just the way it goes in these Random Tunes videos. But I mean, I guess this is the way it goes regarding to any video. Honestly, any video can end up like this. You can have such good runs in the first half, and then you have absolutely horrible runs in the second half, or vice versa. And we're gonna cross the line to take a whopping 12th place. Well, and there we go. There's another Random Tunes episode in the books. We got one episode left, or actually no, yeah, next week, or not next week. Next episode is episode 20. We're about to be 20 episodes into this, which is nuts. But anyway, that's good. Oh wow, perfect timing on that. Anyway, that's how we're gonna. That's gonna be it for this one, y'all. So thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I shall catch y'all in the next one. See y'all later.